Hello, comrades, and welcome back to another weekly report. The reason why I didn't do any reports the last week is because nothing really happened and there wasn't a dev stream. So here we have quite a bit of news. So they've officially revealed Squad 2.0 and the debuild name, which is going to be Devyatayev after a Soviet pilot, which escaped a prison camp and escaped in a bomber or whatever. So first off, let's go to. I have a bunch of timestamps here. The first is I just want to say this looks really cool. That's one of the new camos. Yeah, very good. Also, the enter combat button has been moved to the bottom right, and some other stuff moved like the chat and the friends list and all that. Otherwise, that's it for this. Andrea Aspirin, yeah, 942. Let's see. Here at 942, let's see if I can get there.
For cutting, there he is.
1, 2.
So
Yay. So there's a new friends list, so there's a request system instead of kind of stalking people and you know, where you add a person and they probably didn't know you added them unless you tell them. So there's going to be a friend request system, which has been long coming. I don't know why they use the other system, kind of stupid. Next up, we're getting into the thick of the squad system. So here is how you invite people to your squad now. It shows their faction in the war, and I think that's it. Yeah, it is. 1042. Boop. So here's the new squad system. When the player accepts or you start inviting a person to your squad, you'll be shown with this window, in which it shows the people. Wait. 1024. Not 42. Am I dyslexic? Probably.
left, and also it
Here we go. New pending animation for the what is it? New pending animation for people you've invited. It also shows some other stuff which I'll explain in a bit. 1030. Here's the new extended squad screen, like I was saying. So first up, actually I'll explain this in a bit. Just take a look at it real quick. Alright, going to go to 1036. Here's the extended screen for a squad menu, and I'll start explaining after this, maybe. It shows different type of match modes, what maps, and the war crap. Yeah. Let's see, 1101. So here it shows adding friends again inside of a squad, and it shows if they're already in a squad. That's why you can't invite them. 1443. Here we go. I'm going to start explaining now. So, well, first you have the ability to rename
squad
the
leader
squad, as shown
and
here. Fantastico.
rank. What are you?
Yep, that's pretty cool. And now to explain the UI for it. So as you've noticed probably here, there's something new to the squad system. Also these three places, yeah. Those three things, I'll explain them after this one. So first off is the auxiliary soldier spots, in which it takes up equipment points similar to the loadouts for soldiers, as in equipping guns and grenades and all that. So it allows the ability to switch between different soldiers in your squad, and it uses, like I said, squad points similar to the equipment points in the loadouts menu. Only one soldier in the squad can use the auxiliary seat, as they call it, or auxiliary spots, at a time, and if someone else wants to use it, the person currently using it will have to switch, what is it? They'll have to switch the character manually. Also, you will only be able to play the position if it's available in the fight. If not, it won't be added to this fight if in stage, solely because you added it to your squad. So just know it's not always guaranteed that you'll have it, but if you choose a auxiliary spot that contains one of the common ones, then you'll most likely always be able to switch to it. So there's no more free switching, this is what that means, between different soldiers. If you go into a battle as a certain soldier, you have to play them or other types of that soldier, such as other infantrymen. Thanks. Oh my god. What the heck? Such as other infantrymen, instead of being able to switch between, say, paratroopers and other stuff. Next up, 1643. Here it's going to show one of the new ribbons on the top right up there. So one of the ribbons is called Squad Leader. So you level the ribbon up by issuing orders, and when squad members successfully follow the orders, you'll be awarded points, and the more ribbons you have, the more squad points you get to upgrade your squad. Very cool, and very interesting. Next up, it's basically the same ribbon as this one, but it's the squad member ribbon. When you follow orders, you will be given points for this, and the reason they split this up into two is because eventually in the squad system you'll be able to assign yourself like different roles in the squad. Say if you assign yourself machine gunner and you have a machine gun, it'll give you bonus crap or whatever. It's explained around this time in the around this time in the dev stream if you want a bit more information on it, but I pretty much covered it. 1843. Let's see. This is probably very boring, but I really want to show you guys everything that this update has to offer.
You're limited by how many points you got left, is what I mean. So
here they talk about how alternatively you can spend more points on inviting members to the squad instead of having an auxiliary spot. But I think this is actually quite a questionable decision on their part, seeing as how if you guys want to play with, say, 5 other people, but you don't have enough squad points to invite everyone, then I don't think that's very smart, as you're kind of forcing players to buy more ribbons and therefore get called pay to play more, which this game already has a reputation for being that. Very questionable. Also, they can't play as other soldiers, which really sucks. I don't like that. I'm gonna miss freely switching, but oh well, I guess it's happening no matter what. Next up, 2104. As explained here by Red Bjarn, the bonus parts here is basically if players in your squad have veteran membership and you don't, you will get 5% of the veteran membership earnings per person in your squad. So see here how these two have veteran and you have veteran yourself, as shown here. You'll get 10% more based on how many, or 5% more per person. So it'll contribute to that. And if you already have veteran membership, you'll get, for example, as shown here, 110%, and the UI will be updated to show that if you already have veteran. So that's interesting. And it really encourages you to squad up with your buddies and get a life and make some friends. So that's interesting. I like that. Good change. 2452. Doop. So expanding on the map selection part, it now shows the requirements for joining the war, such as war factions, if your squad belongs to the faction, and if the elite button here is selected. Also, it shows that now you can't really select which battles you want to be a part of. It'll just match you into a battle, but there is still a way to directly join a fight, and I'll show that later. 2813. There is now a new loading screen for Yeah, new loading screen which shows which people own which access points, which faction owns which faction or access points. I can't speak. 2918. Here we go. There's a new leaderboards as you can see here. As some old players will notice that it looks similar to the very old one that we used to have. Actually pretty cool. It also shows, wait, let's see, what did I write? It shows who's in your squad, how many kills on vehicles, tanks, and other things that you have currently, and the new squad names. So as you can see here, the Kremlin Team Vodka. That's pretty good. And other stuff. It's really cool. Expanding a bit more on that. If you right click and click on one of the gamer tags, you'll be able to see an expanded view on the soldier you have currently clicked on. It will show their current, I guess, affiliation for whatever soldier they're using, the favorite weapon, vehicle, nemesis, as in the person who they've killed the most, savior kills, revenge kills, and battle time. You can also dismiss them from the squad if they're trolling or something. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like a lot of things about this update, except for the free switching thing. Really wonder why they did that. So here's a new button. Seeing as how you can't freely switch from soldiers, you can't freely switch around to different access points now. You have to relocate your squad to a different access point, so your whole squad moves with you to the access point. I guess they'll encourage more teamwork, but seeing it, well, so you can't spam switching access points. There's a cooldown of 60 seconds, so keep that in mind. Next up, 3102, we have here the T20 Komsomolet in action, and here we have a cool new person inside hole feature. Oh boy, we can actually see a gunner inside of a hole now. It's really cool, and it's also mentioned that the gunner will also be seen in the Soviet recon vehicle BA-6. I like that.
You can actually look at your passenger.
That is awesome.
Who is inside.
Right, yeah. And actually, I can just say, because a lot of people ask for that, the last Twitch stream that we fixed it so we can do this in the BA-6 as well, in the recon vehicle.
And look,
so that's nice. Let's go to 32. So there's a new command system. It's greatly simplified, and you will no longer need binoculars to You'll no longer need binoculars to command your squad. You'll only be able to command squads though if you're the squad leader, of course. And to do this, you press Q, and it only gives you one option now instead of a long list of stuff. So if you're pointing it at the ground, say, it'll make a rally command. If you're pointing it at a friendly point, it'll say defend, and if you're pointing it at a enemy point, it will show attack. So as shown here at 3215, if I can get there, it shows attack for a neutral or friend or enemy point. Very nice. So next up, 34, 31. Oh yeah, I wanted to show the inside of the hole.
Taking fire here.
Let's see if I can.
Some people say that's the idea by having such as in some people say they're very simple, but I actually think it's really nice and.
Wait, 34, 31. Am I stupid? Yes, I am. So as you can see here, they actually made a hole with the scope in and stuff to look through.
I hover on basically.
Like that. Do you see that? So it's not just grayish crap anymore. Very good. Hopefully they'll update the inside of the holes for tanks. That's cool, I guess. I think it's cool. Oh yeah, around 3417. It's mentioned that only people in your squad can use the gunner seats for your vehicles. people can no longer troll you. No more trolling. 3614. By the way, I'm saying all these out loud in case you guys want to check it out for yourself, and if you can't read it down here at the bottom. So here's the new spawn screen. It shows the various weapons you have equipped, the combat badges, and your vehicles currently available to you. It also shows the wear and the mods on your weapon. So notice here how recon is grayed out. Because there's no recon assault teams, you will not be able to switch to it. Very interesting. 38-25, not really, but you know, you gotta say something. 34-25.
Okay, of approaching enemies, so...
What do I want here? Oh yeah, XP is now given, around 38-25. XP is now given to those outside the capture point defending it, while the comrades inside are capping. So, I want to credit those outside helping, and preventing those from getting into the... Who the hell was messaging me? Oh, okay, that's cool. You guys get to see that. New spawn screen is shown. Wait, no, what am I saying? I want to give credit to those helping defend the points from outside. 42-52. So, when switching your squad, if you switch to another character... Yo, can you load, please, game? Or thing? Load, please.
That is because...
There we go. When switching characters in your squad, you will not be able to issue your orders for the squad for the duration of the time you're playing as the other character. You will be able to again if you switch back to the other pleb, the NCO, or the CO, commanding officer. 47-52. They're talking about here how you can now switch between squad and team chat, so you can talk to your squad privately if you want to, compared to team chat. You still can't talk in all chats because a lot of flaming would probably go on. It'd be funny, but I guess they don't want that. 54-20. 54-20. Haha. Now when joining specific battles, lots of requirements as you can see here. Such as, if the battle is being prepared, if you're in a squad, if you are the squad leader, squad members belong to the same faction, battle contains resources, blah blah blah. Very nice. And as shown here at 59-26, you'll no longer be able to join the battle directly after the cooldown for the preparation has ended. You now have to use a matchmaker to potentially join the battle. You will most likely be put into another battle, but you know, just keep that in mind now while doing the squad crap. So thanks so much for watching. I'm not sure how long this video was, so I was probably rambling on for about 15 minutes or more. So hopefully I've saved you guys some time instead of you skimming through this 1 hour and 13-minute video. And I'll see you, comrades, on the battlefield if I play. Right now I'm addicted to Overwatch and League, so... I should play more Heroes and Generals. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See you later.